Well, hey there! I thought it would be nice to give you a little virtual tour of the church so you can rest assured that it still stands on its foundation. Without further ado, I'm going to take you on a little guided tour through Christ Church. And forgive the camera shakiness. Hopefully this doesn't feel like the Blair Witch Project or something like that. So let's do this. There you can see the beautiful exterior of my home away from home, and for many of you. Walk with me, talk with me. The sad day when I had to put up those signs, basically saying we're closed for anything but operational stuff. All right. The office, it still stands. Debbie can wave from behind the door in there. Appropriate social distancing. Here's my office, right here. Many of you have had one of these hot seats at some point in your life. No, just kidding. You can kind of see my new setup here. This is how my life has been. Behind the computer screen with cameras, tripod there shooting at me, microphone. You know, the tripod is a nice addition. I've been stacking my camera on piles of books lately, so life is better. But here's the tree of life, you may remember. Maybe you've celebrated something, or maybe a remembrance of a loved one. Walk with me. Let's head on into our sanctuary here. I know that's what you're waiting to see. Yeah, just like we left it back in March. You know, maybe you were somebody that sat up in the balcony, or you admired those shields when you'd come into the sanctuary space. Maybe it was the stained glass, or you had your kids hang out in the playground at the front, or you had your favorite spot. But the church still stands, and it is just like it was when we had our Lenten services. I haven't changed to Pentecost or Easter decorations yet. We still have the wilderness branches. And when we finally do get back together, our crocheters and some crafty people have made blossoms that are going to go all over those branches. So let's just wait and see. So the sanctuary still is here, and that's where I've been shooting every service since everything went down. And you can see we've got the good old chapel here. Say hi to Gloria. Old pastor's on here. Might have to stick a caricature of me up there at some point, I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too cartoony. Fireplace down there. I'm sure many of you have stories that you can revel in older times about that. This piano. Oh, the parlor, where brides have gotten ready for weddings and where families have come and gathered for prayer before laying their loved ones to rest for funerals. Or maybe we've had Bible studies here right around this very table. Or maybe you just come in to hang out in the morning before worship with your friends. Yeah, it's just like we left it. Just like we left it. Here's that beautiful stained glass. Heard this was for the 75th anniversary of the church. Pretty cool. It was made by a member. The Sunday school classrooms. This is one of the rooms. bright and colorful in here. Peace flags that were made by kids. Pretty nifty. We might need to update this tree, as some of these kids on here are now, I think, like college graduates. Food for thought if anybody needs a project. Yeah, maybe your kids have learned at this very table. Maybe you've taught there. You know. We've got another room over here. Yes, I remember gathering in here like it was just yesterday with the kiddos eating pizza after we had done our rehearsal for the Christmas program. Got another little small chapel over here so the older kids can learn about communion and the service. Yeah. We appreciate our teachers and we love them very deeply for what they do. But let's keep going. Right up here we have a vampire at the top of the steps. No, just kidding. That's the mannequin for Diva Devo. Some of you pointed that out from the scavenger hunt I put online. Here's another one. These things always scare me if I'm here at night. Feeling these steps. Apparently I need to get back on my pre-COVID workout plan. Look at these. These are like straight out of the 80s, I think. A little dark down here, but this is where Diva Devo does their thing. But this is what I wanted to take you to, the balcony. Oh, somebody left a, I don't know, drop cloth or something in here. This is the balcony. You know, it's kind of underused for worship, but I have a feeling that when we do have an opportunity to gather again, this will be a really cool location for somebody to help me out with camera stuff. Yeah, you can shoot right in on people from up here. But maybe this is your spot on a Sunday morning or during the holidays. I don't know. Let's go downstairs. Sorry, it's a little dark. And a little shaky. Don't get vertigo because of me. Oh, if you're one of our ushers, this is your jam over here. In the morning, you guys are generally helping out, getting people ready for the service, giving them their bulletins, helping people to their seats, parking cars, all that good stuff. Yeah. Let's go downstairs. Hopefully some of this stuff will be familiar and a source of comfort for you. Hey, I feel like church just got out and I'm going down to coffee hour. There's a light on and everything. Do you think there's going to be Canfora down there? I don't know. Aha, youth room. Maybe when you had a teen or a tween or I don't know, whatever, they hung out in this room. Maybe you even hung out in this room. It's got to be a story to this as well. One of the confirmation classes made it. And this one also. 2014. Yeah, this room is pretty much like it was when we left it back in March, and it smells like it too. It's got that good church basement smell that's just kind of inexplicable. You can almost taste it. All right, this is the men's bathroom. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take you in there. That's weird. Now, if you've been on council, you're probably familiar with this room. Good old meeting room, but if you're also a member of the choir, here you go. There are more choir members than that, by the way. But this is your room. You've probably spent many hours in here, warming up, learning songs, getting a chance to know our choir director, Pam, a bit better, and to lean on each other and make each other sound good. Some great pictures on the wall here too of our choir. Yep, lots of people throughout the years. It looks so kind of bare and naked down here without your jackets and stuff hanging on these hooks. And here's our fellowship hall. Yeah, pretty undisturbed. Not a whole lot's changed down here. You might remember we were doing some artwork on this long table here for Lent. Yeah, pretty much the same, except for without all of you in here. And we did have some outstanding work done by Dan Vale and one of his work guys. They repainted part of this wall that had been water damaged. So thank you very much to them. That's what that is right there. Now, this is the quilter's room, and I'm assuming it's not booby-trapped and that I can go in here without any alarms going off. Oh, there, we're good. Whew. I don't know who sits at that throne. I don't know, maybe Gloria. But, or Sue Klockow, no. But the quilters have all of their fabric and such in here now. This was one of the rooms we used for confirmation. But there's something about this room right now that makes me feel pretty comfortable. You know, I just come in here and it's been cleaned up so well, and yeah, it just would be nice to have people around again. I got to take you into the Pine Room. If you've ever been a part of any kind of board or endowment, or maybe you just remember this room from meals. Yes, here we go. This is like the executive room, you know. Right up here we have a picture of the church covenant from years ago. And that old school Jesus photo on the wall over there with all the dartball trophies. I don't know what the relation is between them, but you know, Jesus is everywhere. Yeah, and then these shuttered doors over here. You know, and there's candy canes over there, so maybe this is a sign that I need to do a quick sweep of this place and find find all the goodies that are around. So that's the Pine Room. And then our kitchen. If you're somebody that like to hang out in the kitchen or help or serve, this is I'm sure a heartwarming place for you all. Think of all the times where we did dinners where there'd be an assembly line of folks making, you know, washing the dishes and over here cooking and loading up stuff and, you know, getting things ready. And man, you know, lots of good memories. Lots of good memories. But it's all here, folks. The church still stands, even though we are not physically together. It is all here. I'm going to walk you back up to my office, and that's where we will say goodbye. But it has been wonderful to walk with you, neighbor, and I'm hopeful that in the near future, it may not be next month or even the month after that, but I am hopeful that we will be able to get together and ease into our new normal together as a church family. So, with that being said, I want to thank you for going along with me on this virtual tour. You know, it may not have been super exciting, but I at least wanted to let you know the church still stands. The building is okay. This place of all of our memories is still here. And I'm hopeful that could be a comforting thing for you, and to see the familiar and even kind of the mundane. So, God bless you until we see each other again. Thank you.